Well, we are back at the LCS studio. It is the season kickoff event. I don't know what's happening. Boomers versus Zoomers. These guys are here. And, of course, this coverage brought to you by Alienware. We got loud cars going by in the background. Fudge and Zven, you guys are back for the new year. How was the holiday for you? How was the break?
I did a lot of partying, you know, classic NA style. Yes. Had to party a lot, you know. I'm joking, guys. Had a lot of partying. I actually heard a rumor that Thursday, Friday schedule is just for the LCS players to party on Friday night. Oh. That was actually the rumor I heard, but you know, I didn't want to say it publicly, you know. But now I am saying it. Okay. Thursday, Friday is for the Friday night partying. Just want to let you guys know.
Gotcha. Okay. So this is why the Players Association has been so quiet about this. Sven, you guys lobbied behind the scenes to get it moved to Thursday for Friday and Friday for the partying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We are big partiers here in NA, right? Yes. We're definitely not sitting at our basements playing League all day.
Okay. All right. So what were the big parties that you attended, Fudge? Did you see any celebrities at any of them?
I saw Mac DeMarco. He's a popular singer. I don't know. You guys know who that guy is? I'm not familiar. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You guys are just randoms. Yeah. I didn't actually go to a lot of parties. I was joking. But you went to one party?
I went to a party in Croatia actually. Oh. At a certain someone's wedding. Ah. Luka Perkovic wedding. Yes. Very good experience.
Yeah. How good? How fun was that wedding?
It was really, really nice, and a lot of pro players there. I was there with Mithy, Vulcan, Wonder, entire G219 basically, Expect from back in the day, and it was really nice to see a lot of different faces and some new faces, old faces. It was cool.
Did it make you miss Europe and LEC?
A bit, yeah. It made me miss those people that I spent years with. So it was nice to see them all again, and it was a really different experience, the wedding, from what I have experienced before in the past. So it was really cool.
So one thing I wanted to ask you both about were, what are your thoughts on Max Waldo's departure and his decision to become he creates a lot of racy content now, I think.
Yeah, he has a lot of. I think you actually did one of those TikToks with Max Waldo.
Yes, I got baited into it, but it was a good time.
I heard you had an idea for one of them, and you didn't get baited into it. Actually,
you know, we don't know. There's a lot of different things that are happening here. Anyway, what do you think of Max Waldo leaving, Sven?
I didn't have much to say in it. I just heard one day that Max was out, and that was it. He chose himself to leave, and I can only respect his choice. But I think that Max stepping down from head coach to becoming a top lane coach was good for the team and for him. I think that when I thought Max was at his best was when he was helping Fudge in top lane. I think that Fudge's first year, 21, he was helping him a lot get better, and I thought it was best for the team if we had someone else head coach, because Max is good at the game and good with the game, top lane especially, not as much as a human coach, so to speak. So I thought it was good, but I was sad to see Max leave. I liked Max a lot. I think that he would have been good for Fudge as well.
Are you going to miss him? Are you going to become a worse player now without him?
I don't think I'm going to be a worse player without him. But yeah, obviously, it was kind of like random to me. He actually didn't tell me because I didn't talk to him for like a week during off season. Okay. And he decided to just leave. He didn't really tell me that he was going to like do the content stuff. And then I just got a notification. My sleep schedule was really bad, so I woke up at 2 a.m. and I saw a notification from Jack saying that he was leaving, and I thought I was dreaming because I just woke up. Yeah. But you know, it happens. Obviously, he feels like he can. I mean, he's more interested in just doing content and streaming. So hopefully, he does well with that. It's going to take a lot of like creativity for him to be able to build his brand and stuff like that. Very different skill set from just being good at the game. So I'm hopeful that he can do really well. It's going to take a lot of work though.
Did you talk to him afterwards?
Yeah. Okay. I've been hanging out with him like pretty much quite a bit, like the past couple weeks. Yeah.
I didn't know if you're like, he never told me, and I haven't heard from him since.
No. I still talk to him. I'm still really good friends with him. Yes.
Okay, so Zven, you said on broadcast that you had ideas for saving the LCS, which I thought was a hilarious thing to say on broadcast. But maybe you could share some of those ideas here.
Well, I mean, it's no secret LCS has been dying, right? And I think not dying, but like it's been going downhill in a lot of ways, and losing talent like Dash, and losing talent like someone else quit as well. I forgot who it was, but whatever. Freak. Pacer time. Yeah, it's not a good look, right? I mean, it was just a joke. Actually posting on the cast, I got a bit too comfortable maybe with some things, but it was fun and I enjoyed it, and I will do it again. And I think that it's time for a lot of people to do more effort into making LCS more attractive to fans and to viewers, because I mean, I haven't tweeted anything for a month, I think, besides sponsor tweets, and I'm not doing any streaming or anything that makes the LCS worth watching, besides when I'm actually playing the game and on broadcast, so that's where I'll do my part, I guess. But I think with the return of people like Bjergsen and Doublelift and new faces that are more interesting than some people, like Fudge, for example, Vulcan being here now, and all these people are, I think it's time for the LCS to be more fun for people to watch again.
Do you feel... do either of you feel like a responsibility to try to bring more fans in? Because players are kind of critical, or fans are critical of everyone right now. But on the player side, do you guys feel like, okay, we got to step up, we got to do a lot more to help the LCS?
Yeah, I feel a little bit guilty because I do feel like I should be like streaming and trying to build my brand way more. But I'm kind of lazy, to be honest. I am kind of lazy when it comes to my brand building. I know a lot of different ways I could be like helping my own growth and the LCS's growth in terms of like fan interest. And I think a lot of players just sort of don't care. And I care, but I don't care enough to which I think I need to actually help the league. But it's definitely something that I've been thinking about a lot. But my main focus has definitely just been like my own individual performance in terms of my gameplay, because I think that's the most important just for myself and my team in general. But yeah, a lot of players don't really care.
You agree with the sentiment, the LCS player sentiment or fan sentiment that players are lazy?
Players are lazy, especially when it comes to brand building. I think they definitely just fully all in on the game, and they don't really understand that like the LCS is actually just sort of just it's actually just entertainment, really. That's like the whole point. That's how we make the money. So we actually have to build our brands a lot better.
It's fair enough what you're saying, but also from my point of view, I just don't like social media that much. I don't like Reddit. I don't like Twitter. I feel like when I'm browsing Twitter, it's just not a good experience in general. Like I feel like the tone on social media these days is just fucking bad, right? So I don't like spending time there, but I do understand that it's good for branding and for the LCS and for everyone, C9 included, to have players tweet and have players interact with fans more. And it's something that I've been thinking about. If maybe I should just tweet only, never actually look at anything, just only tweet. That's something that a lot of people do that I know. I could do that, for example. So it's something that I'm more conscious of now than I was before. I think that the LCS needs it.
Would you consider streaming at all?
I never really want to be a full-time streamer, because what makes me want to stream is the competitive part. Like, people want to watch me because I'm good at the game, not because I'm funny, or like, I don't think I could be playing League that much if I wasn't playing to be the best, like without a goal. Some people stream because it's their job, and their purpose with the streaming is to live, provide content for people. My purpose of streaming is just to have fun with the fans and enjoy the game, right? So it's my reasonings for playing League are different, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure.
Getting back into the LCS, though, are there any rosters that either of you are particularly excited to face off or very interested in?
Mainly for me, it's TL, just because I want to play against Summit. He's definitely going to be the best top laner, in my opinion, to play against. It's going to be pretty hard. I'm not really used to playing against, like, obviously I went to Worlds and I played against all the Korean and Chinese top laners that were really, really good. I think Summit is on their level in terms of like mechanical, like, laning stuff, and that's the spot that I think I struggled in the most when it came to Worlds. So playing against TL is going to be very difficult, at least for me. I don't think that Hayri and Yon are actually that good, but I do think the other three on their team are really, really good. Pyosik and Kojoje and Summit, obviously.
Thanks.
Those are
we weren't sure who it was.
I mean, I just want to clarify for the fans. I'm not sure if they know all the rosters.
How about you, Zven? Any teams in particular that you are excited to face off against, or you're really interested to see how they do?
I think the two best teams we're going to face off against are going to be TL and EG. I think that 100 Thieves are exciting. Not necessarily because they're good. I think they will be good, but I think they're more exciting because of the GOATs returning. They also have two talented players, Busio and Tenacity, with some star power in closer. It's like a mill thing. So they have a good mix of like experience and talent. So they have a potential, I guess, to become really good. So I think those four teams are going to be battling it out, and I think that it's very early to say, but I think that could look like the 4 Worlds teams already. I can see that happening at least.
Are you guys scrimming any of the LCS rosters yet?
Yeah, we scrimmed twice so far. CLG and 100 Thieves.
How are those going? How are scrims going? It's a classic question.
I mean, we obviously...
Let's say this. We went 7-0 against one of them and 2-4 against the other one.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Anything you would add?
We take time to gel as a team. That's all I have to say. But I do think that we're like slowly getting into it. For me, I was like slowly getting used to team like dynamics and scrimming. We didn't actually boot camp in Korea, so I do think we are like slightly behind in terms of like team being used to scrimming, just in general, like being used to playing as a team. But I think that we'll definitely be like one of the better teams once the season starts.
You had something I think you were going to say?
Yeah, I was thinking about saying something, but then it's fine.
It's gone. All right, very good. Well, we'll wrap up the interview because I'm sure the next game is getting on. But anything either of you want to say to any of the fans ahead of season starting?
I will try my best to stream. I will try my best to stream.
No, that's cap and cope. That's what we call cap and cope.
Anything for you?
I will try my best to be the best support player in the LCS and win the LCS and provide more content for the fans. Hashtag support king.
Thank you both so much for the interview. It's great to be back interviewing again, chatting with you guys. My first interview of 2023. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. 2023 is here, and we are back in action at TGI, bringing you all sorts of LCS coverage. I know you guys won't be able to see it anymore, so just watch my coverage instead. You'll get all the exciting news without having to, skip lunch. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Alienware for sponsoring. Go check out their stuff in the description. They announced a bunch of new stuff at CES. It's really hype. Can't wait for you to tune in for all my 23 coverage. Let's go.